Well, hi all. You may remember, if you've seen my videos before, that there were one about condensation in the garage, and it were a problem I had with, although I had a fully insulated garage and workshop and double glazed windows, etc., I had a steel up and over door that used to get soaking wet in the winter. And we were looking at ways of possibly doing some sort of repair on it. The idea was we either try and insulate it somehow or completely get rid of it and put a different door on. Obviously, to put a different door on, we're talking about money and expense that I don't really want. If I can help it, there's nothing wrong with the door. It operates perfectly. It's, I can't remember the name, but it's got two remotes with it. I can operate it in the house or go up to it and operate it, and it never fails. It's great, but it gets soaking wet in winter because it's made of steel. So we're going to try and combat it, and in this part 2, we're going to see what we can do about it. Without further ado, let's jump over. I'll do an intro and then see what we can do.
This is my chimera.
And it's soaking wet. Condensation, completely. It's terrible. So that's step 1. Give it a good clean and degrease. Next job, we'll let it dry before we start on step 2, which will probably be tomorrow or day after. If any of you have seen this previous video to this, it was condensation on the garage door in winter. It's okay in good weather. It's as soon as it gets cold, up and down temperatures outside, and this thing pours with water. It's always soaking wet down here, and the rest of the garage is bone dry because it's insulated, as you probably know. I'll put a link to the first video so you can see what I'm on about. I'm hoping we've found a solution. Right, so I'm going to attempt to lag this door and we'll see what happens. Well, that's one panel done. Really off with that. I'll start at top and work my way down. As I say, it were something I've questioned myself a few times, where to start, top or bottom. And I opted for bottom. So tomorrow I'll go from top and see what happens. Well, I can only say that this installation is mildly successful, and I say mildly. It has come unstuck in quite a bit of an area. So it's doing a partial job, and that is, I must say, that is dry. However, this is not. Although it's not bad at the moment, it is still a little bit wet. It's quite a lot wet at the bottom. But in defence of that, I've got a dehumidifier here running. And the dehumidifier in 3 days has collected 6 litres of water. In fact, it's been running all day today, so let's have a look what's in there. Yep. There's probably a good litre and a half of water. In fact, I'll go and empty it. Just give me a minute. Sorry about this. I wasn't meaning to actually show this bit, but... So this dehumidifier is quite a good one. It's one that I had on a boat years ago. And it's quite old, but it's really good. So that were another probably 1.5 litres. Oh dear, what's up with you? Not in properly. So that's about another 1.5 litres. So that's 7.5 litres of water in an insulated garage with a painted, sort of, it wants repainting garage floor. And the source of the condensation, the damp in the air, is this door. As you can hear that, it's a single skin, and it's not rusty, so it's obviously a galvanised steel door. Now, a normal roller door has got hinges along it. This hasn't. It's a piece of sheet that's crimped, and it just rolls up into a roll at the top. And every winter I have this problem. Now, it's been a good door, and I've had this for 6 years, maybe 5, since I built this garage, and I paid £120 for this door. I'm sure it were 120 from a guy up in Northallerton. I'm in Leeds, and I went and picked it up and fitted it, made brackets, etc., and hung it, and it's been great. Apart from, as soon as the weather turns cold, the door condenses like mad. Now, people on the part 1 of this video will have seen, if you've watched it, that some people said put a curtain over for winter because you don't go in and out during winter. Put a curtain on, and yeah, I'm sure that probably would help. It wouldn't eliminate the problem. The door would still condense on the inside no matter what once the weather gets cold. So, do I carry on insulating it, or do I give up on it? Now, as I say, I paid £120 for this, and at that time, funds were very, very low. I didn't have hardly any money, and I got what I could off eBay, and it's been okay. But it's not ideal, and I want to work on the TVR during winter, do lots of videos, but I don't want to be coming in here and working on a car that's got damp in the air. I'll end up with rigor mortis, won't I? So I'm going to do something about it. Do I mention it now? Probably not, but this is not the ideal. It's great because it's a roller door and it's electric and it's remote controlled, and I can open it from in-house and blah, 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 but it's not ideal. So what I'm going to do, I think we're going to rip it out. So this is just an intro mid-video of what we're probably going to do. And I will video what we're going to do. You can stop that. We'll video what we're going to do and see if we can maybe eliminate and get rid of this door completely. Okay, watch this space. Or do we carry on insulating it? There's another strip there, one there. Let's have a look. So there'll be one there and then a tape in between it, and one there, and then a little strip at the end. I think it might be. I've got enough to do it, I believe. It might be worth trying it. Now, the only other thing, I don't know if I mentioned it, was that these side guides where the runners that the door slides in have come loose because they're only trapped. They're not bolted. They're trapped with like a keeper plate, and they're bolted through the garage wall, which is 4-inch thick. And on the outside, I put some plates made of plywood, and the bolts are fastened to that. To stop the wall crushing, I put conduits through, pieces of tube. Now, the plywood's rotted away, so I need to take them off, and maybe I've got some OSB, which is a lot better and it's treated. I might change them because these guides need lifting. If I operate the door now, the guides will go up with the door, and they're getting trapped at the top, which is not ideal. We're going to damage something. So finish insulating it and refix the 2 guide plates, and I'm back to square one where I started when I first fitted this door, apart from I'll have this insulation on it. Now, as I say, I didn't make a very good job of that. I'll try and do better on these. And that's fully insulated now. I've left that strip up that edge, and I should have left a bigger border up the other side. I'm frightened of this getting caught in here. So that's the door done. Let's see how it fares up. If it don't fare up and it still condenses like mad, then I'll have to get a price for a new door, a different type. Right, I was talking about a problem with these guides sliding up when I operate the door, which I'm not gonna. That slide goes up. Now, if you can see, the fixing is there, and it's a plate with a bolt through. I'll show you where that bolt goes. But that plate only traps onto this gutter on here. And there's one up there, and there's one down there, if you can see it. And they both need, I can't tighten them, and I'll show you why in a minute. And at this side, we've got one there. Same idea. And one there. And again, you can see that they just trap. They're like slid into a guide in here. And they're just trapped. So once I've refixed them, I'm going to drill a hole, maybe 2 or 3, in that lip there, and put a self-tapper in into the panel, so it can't slide. So why have we got a problem? I'll show you. Go for a walk. Fill that back up with fuel. Right. See if I can do this without breaking my neck. Right. Okay, so the problem is that these studs that go through are onto this piece of plywood, and it's all rotted away. Same down there. And same at this side. And up there, which is nearly dark, but yeah, just bits of plywood have all delaminated. So I'm going to put some new pieces in, take the bolts out, put some fresh pieces in there, and bolt them back up tight before I operate that door. So this is what it's like on the outside. It's just the outside of what you've just seen, single sheet of steel. But as you can see, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not rusty or anything. It's in good condition. And the motor's good, so why change it if I don't have to? Right, see if I can get back without splattering myself. Lovely and quiet, this. Lovely and quiet. Got to do a 3-year review on that. Okay. So we've got one fully, not fully, but partially insulated door. Now it's only 3mm thick is this stuff. Like it's only like a bubble wrap, so it's obviously not that good. But it wasn't expensive, it was very cheap. And we'll see where we go. Oh, that's the end of this video. Just an experiment really, to see what results we're going to get. Right, so
we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've only spent probably 3 hours maybe in total, doing it in bits and bats. And as I said, I've got to repair those 4 fixings through the wall. But other than that, the garage door will be repaired and partly insulated. So we're just coming into winter now. I'm in November, what, 24th is it today? Something 23rd. So we're going to have to give it a fair few weeks till we get, you know, below zero outside and see what happens. It might save me £1,000 for a new door or more. Okay, thanks guys. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for more stuff, you never know. Loads to do on Chimera next, tons to do. Thank you for watching.